What's up, dudes? This is Constantine. Today we're going to look at a game by Tale of Tales called The Graveyard. The first thing we're going to look at for this game are the instructions. In this game you control an old woman. You walk with her to the bench in front of the chapel, turn her around. She looks backwards to the bench when she's ready to sit. She sits. When you're done, you walk with her back to the gate, and you both leave the graveyard to quit the game. Short and simple. There are no controls in this game except for movement. You have a full range of movement, but you move very slowly, as you are an old woman. Not much can be said for the controls, other than they get the job done. You turn very, very slowly. You move very, very slowly. The first thing I want to point out about this game is this. I've personally never seen an old woman do this before. Another thing that I want to point out is this. Every time you try to walk down one of the side paths, the camera pans back, and objects in the graveyard obscure your vision. The first time I played this game, I spent about 5 minutes walking down the same path before I realized that I wasn't moving anymore. All the side paths in the graveyard are cut off by invisible walls. Another invisible wall. As it turns out, there's also nothing back here. Why put the extra paths in the graveyard if you can't go down them? The game is described as an interactive painting, but it's barely interactive. When you sit down, a rather lengthy song plays. I'm not going to play it here, but if there was a reason to play the game, it would probably be for this scene, so I won't spoil it here. I did really want to try this game out when it first came out, because it's an interesting concept. Unfortunately, they could have achieved the same thing by creating an animated short instead of a video game. The entire process could have been fully automated, especially since you can't do any kind of exploring in the graveyard. This is a free-to-play game, but there is a pay version of the game in which you can die. I wouldn't pay for the ability to die in this game. If you don't fuck around like I did, you can finish the game in just a few minutes. Unfortunately, about the most exciting thing you can do is walk backwards. Whoa, hold up. Sorry, got a little bit sidetracked there. Where was I? For a game with absolutely no gameplay, the graphics aren't that impressive. This is one of those games that barely qualifies as a game. It's interesting for a minute or two, but I don't see any reason to ever replay this game. Try it out if you'd like, but there's not much here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Want het jaar 8 tot het jaar 40, ja die Irma was nog jong. Het was een Duitser met de tering.